Good afternoon, middle school parents. I wanted to talk a couple minutes today about what learning is looking like in classes here in the middle school at ISP. And I'm fortunate enough that I get the opportunity to see learning in a bunch of different classrooms at many different times throughout the day. I try to get out as much as I can to the classroom. And often when I do, certain patterns often emerge. And after today's walk, I really started to think about how curiosity is playing a role in students' learning. So I thought I'd highlight that a little bit from my walk today with you. And this really ties into one of our key learning principles at ISP about curiosity driving what and how we learn. And we know if we're able to create these types of environments, kids are going to be much more engaged and inspired in their learning. So a few examples from my walk today to give you better insight into the classroom. When I walked into graphic design class in grade 8, students were given a scenario or a problem to try to create a solution for. In this case, we're given a kind of a business model and a business plan, and we're asked to create some branding for this brand using certain parameters, where some students had to use certain types of fonts or certain types of patterns or cartoon animations, and then they had to create branding around this that they'll eventually defend their position on, present it as a business brand. Not only does it kind of pique this curiosity and create problems for students to try to figure out, but also has the side benefit of learning programs and learning how to use technology in certain fields. A second class that I walked into today in grade 7 science was looking at exploring motion, or in this case with speed, distance, and time, and the relation between these things. And in this case, students were given graphs that had distance and time listed as well as speed, and they were trying to recreate these graphs using themselves in the hallways and distance meters to make connections. And not only was it about making connections between what they're seeing on paper and kind of real world and experiential learning or doing it themselves, but also make connections through math and science together. And finally, the last one, it doesn't just always happen in the classroom as well. And in this case, outside of the grade 6 classroom, we have a math wall that's really giving students provocations or questions or real world problems that'll be up weekly for students to try to solve on their own time using math problems about real world situations where students get the opportunity to collaborate and think about these things. So it's not just about what happens in the classroom, but trying to create these opportunities for piquing curiosity throughout our school. So it's really exciting for me to always walk in these classrooms and see what's happening. And I hope to provide more insight for you as the year goes on. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody, and we will talk to you very soon.